Welcome to the Physics 210 Stirling Engine Lab. You can see the engine shown here. When the engine operates, it rotates this flywheel. We'll see that in detail in a moment. We can also make temperature measurements with this plug connected to thermocouples that are attached to the engine. The grooves shown on the cylinder here are designed to radiate heat more effectively and keep that end of the cylinder cool. The other end of the cylinder is wrapped with wire that is attached to a power supply and heats up and gets very hot to keep that end of the cylinder hot. The movable parts of the piston are connected to the crankshaft here shown. The crankshaft rotates when the flywheel rotates. The flywheel is connected by a belt to the pulley shown at left. The pulley is attached to a rod that rotates and lifts the weight by wrapping the string around it. In the far bottom left, you can see the clutch used to engage the pulley. To begin the lab, we can connect the thermocouple thermometer probes to a voltmeter to measure the voltage and therefore be able to calculate the temperature. We can also connect the heater to our power supply. The power supply can then be switched on, and electrical current can flow through the heater, heating up the hot end of our cylinder. It takes a little bit of time heating for the cylinder to heat up enough for the engine to engage. You can see here on the third spin, fourth spin, the engine finally catches. Now it's ready to do mechanical work. The temperature measurement can be switched between the two thermometers by a switch on the engine. The engine begins while rotating freely, but when this clutch is engaged, it begins to rotate the rod which pulls up the weight. Here you can see a mass of 50 grams being easily lifted by the operation of the engine. Remember that the only energy input to this system is the heat supplied by the heater wire to the hot end of the cylinder. Here you can see the engine struggling to lift a heavier load of 350 grams. Here you can see the engine slowing down and failing to lift a mass of 400 grams.